Kingsmove, it's like in fighting when you hit someone, kick someone to balls. It's very ugly, but it's effective.
Oh, hi guys. I wasn't practicing Kingsmove. I had some stuff under the table. It's not like I was training, planning, preparing for future of the sport. Hottest subject in arm wrestling community has been the Kingsmove. Kingsmove has been discussed so many times in the past week that my head hurts. I read so many YouTube, Facebook comments about this subject, so I want to do a video where we talk about all those things and show you some videos, some pictures, some explanations and some thoughts from the community. So it all started with a review of WL 504. People were saying I was dishonest, so I want to address those things. I think I didn't explain as good as I wanted, or as good as it's needed to be said. So the match, Devon, Larratt, Dave, Chaffee. You know, was it a good match? I think it was a good match. Was it pretty? No, in no sense of the word it was pretty, but it was a match. It was arm wrestling. Guys did everything they could to win. Weaker guy, Devon Larratt, beat stronger Dave Chaffee. That is arm wrestling. People are trying to put arm wrestling into the frames, like we should only arm wrestle without the strap or with the strap. Only top roll or only hook, you know. Only this and only that. Arm wrestling, like any other sport, will evolve what rules allow. If rules are allowing these things to happen, it's gonna happen. Rules of WL and WF, it says if your arm is in neutral or losing position and the shoulder that you're pulling with is under the pad, that's called a foul, you know, or warning to stand up, depending on WF or WL. If it's in winning position and your arm is up, but your elbow is not leaving the space of the pad, it doesn't matter. I will say how it is. If referee is not good enough to spot those positions where it is foul, where it's not foul, we will have the matches that are, you know, not that objective but subjective, you know. Everyone will see what they want to see. If referee is doing their job correctly, no problem. So I think this evolution, whatever you call it, of the sport, WL allows this. World Arm Wrestling League has bigger pads, they're more softer and they're looser on the rules. So they allow these things to happen, and naturally the athletes will find a way to win. You want to win, and if the rules allow it and you're not using it, you know, that's your problem. That shouldn't be someone else's problem. In MMA, it's always been big discussion like, yeah, but the wrestler guy, he just lays on top of the other guy and just holds him down for 15-25 minutes. You know how big work is to hold someone down, you know, and then do damage on top of that and keep moving, you know. It's the same thing. So the match was so crazy that that small bite of the video, 40 seconds, has already had 71.5 million views. So right away, my look on Kingsmove. Do I like it? No. Is it here? Yeah. Do I have big problems with it? If it's inside rules, no. So right away, my take on the Kingsmove. Do I like it? No. Do I have big problems with it? If it's inside the rules, then no. So I had my own Kingsmove match back in 2017 World Championship. I was struggling. I wasn't prepared for that. Still find a way to beat it. So everyone who thinks the Kingsmove is unbeatable, it's very beatable. You just need to be smart. Kingsmovers are smart on table. They know what they want to do. They know how they want to trap you, where they want to put their wrist, your wrist, and how they want to work to get out from it. But I think the guys that are beating the Kingsmove are even smarter. You know, you really need to work hard to get over this move that is such an uncomfortable move. I have said it many times before, the toughest match on the planet for everyone is Michael Todd. And if you're able to beat Michael Todd, well, you are You are the elite of the elite in this sport. For the only thing that it's hard for me to explain is when someone has a bone lock and the arm doesn't open up all the way. Michael Todd was showing this, that he has a bone lock here, he cannot stretch it all the way and flex it all the way. So when you have it, it's an advantage. It's a big advantage, you know, your arm doesn't straighten out, and if you don't have to use complete force to hold your arm in that position. It's not like you will hold it and it will get straight away. You just need a little bit of flexion to take away from your straight arm. So I don't know how to address this one, because if arm wrestling community can find a way how to deal with it within the rules or create new rules for it, then I will have no problem with it. Right now, it's just, it's when some guys don't have their arms stretching out all the way, we know that's a problem. And again, some will have just a little bit of really open angles, some will have bigger angles. So I don't know how to address this one. I cannot say it's cheating, because like every genetic thing in your body would be called cheating. Like if someone says that's cheating, then why would you allow Oleg Zhok to compete? Is this American problem? No. Last year, World Arm Wrestling Championships, I was on every day, like every year, and masters were competing. Masters are athletes over 40 years old. So what I saw there was so many Kingsmove. When you get older, your tendons get stronger, your muscles get weaker, and guys are just, every match, like, what? Opening up. So I saw so much Kingsmove there. I saw at one point, again, double Kingsmoves. It's not like it's something new. I think the biggest buzz was just because the magnitude of the match, you know, like Devon, Larratt and Dave Chaffee and double Kingsmove, you know. We want to see guys arm wrestling like respectably, like knights. That's not arm wrestling. Arm wrestling has never been the strongest guy will win. It's always been who's more versatile. Can I find your weakness? And if I can find your weakness, can I expose it and beat you to it? So in my opinion, I have no problem with Kingsmove. I don't like it. It doesn't look that good, but I don't see that much of a problem. Every time like Michael arm wrestles, it's for me it's interesting if someone can beat him. Like this guy, can he beat Michael? You know, because I think that gives that changes the sport, that makes you grow, that makes everyone grow. Especially when you know there are Kingsmovers out there. You cannot just stay with your 1-2 techniques. You need to have that tricep press, you need to have that hand control, everything else. So arm wrestling, I think the Kingsmove in some way is pushing everyone to get better. Just to summarize everything up, I don't like the move. It doesn't look very pretty, but I have nothing against the move. I think it's part of the sport. We're gonna see a lot more Kingsmove, so get used to it and people will start doing it. One problem with all this buzz for me is guys will try out Kingsmove, especially the ones that don't have bone locks or just doing it wrong, and they will, in my opinion, they will tear their tendons, break their bones. They will get done those straight arm positions, which is basically arm bar. So again, referees should be very careful with right now, like looking at matches, because guys will try to find a way to win. And we know Kingsmove works, but not everyone can use it. Not everyone will have their arm, have the bone lock right there. And even Devon Larratt had his arm stretched out, like in armbar position, overextended, and he was arm wrestling from that. So referees, athletes, everyone will become better and stronger just because of it. Just my opinion. I don't see it as something very bad. I see it as something difficult to overcome, and we just need to stop crying about it and just get over it. And because again, it's not unbeatable. It's very difficult, but it makes you grow, work, and get better. So these are my thoughts on this subject. Now let's hear what Yanis has to say.
Kingsmove, it's like in fighting when you hit someone, kick someone to balls. It's very ugly, but it's effective. And it's nothing against champions or athletes who are pulling in Kingsmove. It's about rules. If you are pulling and you're still doing all what's allowed in arm wrestling, and we all know it's like you still need to be with your same arm you are pulling over the table, so in defensive position under table, or your arm is totally straight. That should be foul. And I don't have anything against those athletes. And Kingsmove is just a technique, same as top roll, same as hook. So you can say those who love to fight in a hook, if someone's top roll, you can say it's cheating. And if we talk about wide angle arm wrestling, that's okay. If we talk about straight arm wrestling or arm wrestling with already bone lock, that's not okay for me. And I can remember true story, 2010 golden arm, my sensei Model Stalgevich, he has maybe 160 degrees range limit at the end of joint, and he was pulling a long fight with Thomas Falso, trying really hard, and like Modric said, in one moment I'm feeling too tired and I'm just relaxing, and nothing changed. It's still same position, and he just waits while his opponent gets tired, stand up and press, and it's just using those bone locks. That's not okay for me, and that's what I'm not like. From other side, I watched yesterday one more time video Devon Larratt and Dave Chaffee, and it's 55-60 millions maybe clicks and watch. So is it good for sport? Maybe it is. Arm wrestling is getting bigger, sometimes good or bad, but it's getting attention. So it's people are talking about Kingsmove. I have friends who are not active in arm wrestling, and they asking me, did you saw that fight where both are pulling with straight arms? So even they have seen this fight. If we want more attention for sport, maybe it's good. But it's all about rules and referees. That's what's important. I think referees should be more strict about shoulder positions. Referees should be more strict about straight arm position, and it should be warning, it should be fouls, or it should be losing fight. That's my opinion about Kingsmove. Otherwise, open angle defensive position, no problem. Open arm offensive position, no problem. Question: how far you are going? Maybe I don't know if it's possible. Maybe we should. It's as a joke, but anyway, maybe we should measure arm wrestler angle before fight. So you should ask how much you can extend, and if you see that he's at this point or going below this point, if he's still using connective tissue, is he still using muscles? If he's still using soft tissue, I don't know. Maybe he's already using bones. We have tried in trainings when we put a strap or rope around the arm from wrist till the shoulder. So we are fixating our angles in this position, and I can stand all day on a table with my arm here. I can play king of the table for maybe hour and more, and no one will beat me. If you have decent hand and good rotation, and you are supporting your rotation with this back pressure, and it's nightmares for those who want to get inside. It's impossible. It's still possible to beat those Kingsmove by top roll. To get inside, to press them down, it's impossible. It's nightmare for them. So is it cheating? No, it is not. It's if it's okay with rules. For athletes, again, same. Most famous Michael Todd, Crazy George, lately Devon Larratt. They are doing what they have to do. They are fighting to win those battles, those fights. And if it's not never they first opinion to do. They would love to get in a hook and fight there. They would love to top roll. But if you are losing and you feel you can't hold here, you are trying something else, and that's their decision. That's the only maybe possible way to fight. and if referees say it's okay, they are fighters. They fight to end, and that's also where they deserve some applause or some sympathies for that, because they are also really fighting and doing their best to achieve the result. So that's my opinion about Kingsmove.
So yeah, this is the subject of the Kingsmove. I hope I addressed all the things. I don't know. I have been filming this video for an hour and a half and my brains are burning. Big thanks to everyone who were involved in making of this video, share their opinions about this subject. I think all we need is education from every side. Athletes need to get better, referees need to get better, and together we will grow. Arm wrestling, it's not just 1-2 moves. It's everything. It's how you put it all together. There's always a way to win. If you overcome something difficult, that makes you better, not worse. Stay strong and love arm wrestling.